Well, it got real quiet, so I guess we'll go ahead and get started. Everybody's usually chattier. I think it's probably like the change in barometric pressure. Good morning and welcome to the August 27th, our last meeting of August, special events team meeting. Team of folks from around the Treasure Valley who sign off on fun and safe special events in our community, opportunity for event organizers and agency representatives to be in one place at one time to ask each other questions. We have 4 events today. And just a quick apology, I have to jet at 9:30, so we'll then turn the meeting over to Kelly Frank to chair the remainder of it. But we will start with introductions. Let's start online today and then go around the room. Let's start with Ed. Maybe I surprised Ed.
Sorry, you totally did. Good morning, Ed Graves, Public Works.
I mean, it's a psychological, like we gotta keep everybody fresh. Cameo, are you online?
I am. Good morning, Cameo Rogers, Ada County Paramedics.
And Chief Detman.
So Deathman, Boise Fire Operations. Sorry I can't be there. I'm double booked today. I got a AAR at the airport, but I will be engaged online. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. And my name is Maria Wague with the Office of Community Engagement at the City of Boise. Vince?
City of Boise, parking, Vince. Good to see you.
Dinko Milkovich, Central District Health.
Connie Ward, City Risk Management.
Abby Berg, Downtown Boise Association.
Joey Eccles, Boise Parks and Rec.
Heather Zeitlin, Accessibility Program.
Jesse Tappert, Boise Fire Prevention.
Cameron Colos, Boise Police Department.
Matthew Konvalinka, Boise Police.
Rachel Holford, Emergency Preparedness.
Leanne Taylor, Community Engagement.
And Kelly Frank, Special Events Program Manager.
All right, well, we will go ahead and get started. It must be September is around the corner because we have Hyde Park Fair.
Well, good morning. My name is Carl
Matt.
Scheider. I'm the event coordinator for the Hyde Park Street Fair. I work for Gruntworks, and we're contracted to operate the fair for the North End Neighborhood Association, represented by the board president, Eric Hagan. Also with me this morning is Joe Freiberger of Joe's Traveling Bar, and she operates our 2 beer and wine gardens in the fair. This is the 44th Hyde Park Street Fair. It started 46 years ago. COVID cost us 2 fairs. A few changes this year in the layout. We've added 10 booths to go along with a 3rd entrance on 13th Street. And because we did that, it makes it double, twice as good because it also gives another access to a water station we're adding this year that will be located at the building currently occupied by the maintenance and 2 restrooms. Now, in order to operate this, we're going to have to close those restrooms. Parks has agreed to do that and replace them with portable units, 2 ADAs and 2 regular, and a water station because the water pressure in the park is not enough to operate both the toilets and a water station. And either one not working is not a good thing. The fair will be incurring the cost of this. It's an additional about $800 for this, but it's something that's needed at the fair, has been for a number of years. We never know when we're going to get exceeding temperatures. Traffic controls is from the same operation as every year, especially we putting out our traffic signs and barricades as approved by ACHD. We are being served by MAV Security again this year, also by Acute. They will be handling our EMS and our ambulance if we should need that. And we haven't in the past few years, but we hope it'll continue. We have 191 regular vendors, 18 food vendors, 14 of them in the food court, 4 of them are out into the fair. They are primarily dessert vendors and a couple of beverage vendors. Everybody has had their licensing put into CDHD and should be clear on that. Entertainment wise, we have 18 bands on our main stage, 32 artists on our community stage this year, we are being required to have an inspection of our main stage, and that has been set up by Rob Baker of committed events, and that is being taken care of, and we'll have that set up. So it'll be inspected. Probably we'll try to get it set up so it's inspected about the time you guys come through to do the walkthrough on Friday. I think that's about all I can cover unless you have more questions for me. Our trash, we've set up the same way every year through Republic, and also we collect boxes from Anna Morrison Park from the maintenance shed, and then collect the yellow booths as well. We've got 200 of the regular trash cans, 75 of the yellow bins this year, as we do every year. And I'll take questions.
Fantastic. Easy peasy. We will, don't worry, Ed, we will do it the usual way this time. I'll start with Tanya.
Hi, guys. I have everything I need from you. I'm just pending review of your traffic control plan, which shouldn't be too challenging because it's the same as last year. So yeah, we're good. Thank you.
Ed Graves, you're up.
Well, yeah, thank you. Great presentation. That was short and to the point. I don't have any questions either. I feel like thanks for reaching out early on. So yeah, thank you.
Hi, Carl.
Hey.
I know you know me, but
Conrad.
I missed introduction. So Conrad McDaniel, Republic Services. I apologize if I missed this, but did you already arrange the street?
Yes, I
permit?
took care of those, and they'll be posted on the 4 dumpsters.
I said thank you.
Okay, great. That's all I have then.
Okay, I'm sorry I didn't bring that up. I was going to mention that. I
That's
forgot.
all right. Thank you.
Carl, good to see you. Nothing from us in parking. Take care.
Thanks, Vince.
As far as Central District Health is concerned, you guys are good to go. Your communication has been fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, good morning. We have your COI, so we're good here too. Thanks.
Great. Thank you.
Good morning. You guys
Good
are all
morning.
set with DBA as well.
Thank you.
Morning, Carl and team.
Morning.
Thanks for all your work on this and communication, and also the patience with the back and forth with that water station activation.
Took a while.
Yes, but no, nothing else needed from us right now. Thank you.
Great.
Good morning. We communicated a while back now, so thanks so much for looking at that accessibility guide, and I don't have any other questions.
Carl, we already had our,
Cameo.
Nothing for me. We got all the information from Acute. Thank you.
yeah, we're good to go, Carl. Thank Rob for getting that inspection on the stage
Yeah.
for me. Thank you.
Chief?
No, Carl, always a pleasure. We got that worked out in the safety and security meeting. Appreciate all you do. Is this your last year? I can't remember.
Yeah.
I hate to see
I
you
don't
go. I'm sure I'll pass it on to some good people, but thanks again, Carl.
Thank you very much.
I'm set as well. All the changes have been made. Everything looks good. So appreciate everything. We'll get the permit out to Joe and here shortly. And I think I'm set.
And we got all the extra fencing we need set
Yep,
up. So
it looks good.
we'll
I
take care of all that.
yeah, just some signage on the trailhead like we talked about. That doesn't need to be on the map, but other than that, I think everything's there.
The alcohol
So-
closes at 9. Music stops at 9:30. So
Yep, I saw it. It's perfect. Thank you.
you bet.
We're all set. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, it's not gonna work. There we go. I think there was purposeful that one wasn't working. Carl, thank you. Incredible efforts that you do every single year for us. We really appreciate it. I have everything we need. And we look forward to the walkthrough, although I would like a vote in this room to see who says you can't leave, because I think everybody in here would say, we need you. But thanks for everything. Thanks for everything you've done every single year. It's going to be incredible this year, and I hope it's the best one
I
yet.
appreciate your help, Rachel. Thank you.
Yeah, and I mimic that too. So we'll do a final vote during the walkthrough.
Thanks, Kelly.
Yeah, and thanks, Eric. What year is your shirt from?
Oh, geez. Pre-pandemic, 21.
All right.
Yeah.
And make sure you said something while we're on record.
That was the
so-
40th fair.
Okay. All right.
19.
I was 19.
Thank you guys. Appreciate all your hard work.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much. Alyssa, St. Luke's Pit 1.
I didn't turn it off.
Doesn't matter. Can everybody hear me? Hopefully.
Never got charged.
Oh, really? Thank you for having me again. Many years now. Not as many as them, but close enough. My name's Alyssa McKinley. I'm the race director for St. Luke's Fit One, and here we go again in 2025. Date is September 20th. Okay, so we are entering our 13th year of the event as Fit One. As many of you know, it used to be the Women's Fit Celebration for 20 years prior to that. Since Fit One was inception, we have raised over $1 million for the community of our area. So of the footprint of St. Luke's, we distribute that money throughout. We've used it for mobile units, mobile clinics that go to schools, underprivileged schools. We've done school walking tracks. We've just helped with Marsings sport court that just got built. And we've also helped with McCall walking paths. So we've got a few things in the works as well for the next coming year. So, but fun stuff that we're trying to do within the community. And Fit One is not just a one-day race. We use it as a platform to inspire families to move, get active, and a healthy lifestyle. Some highlights. We do like to highlight that a lot in a lot of our advertising. We're not just a Greenbelt race, nothing bad about that, but we get to, see Warm Springs, but Idaho Botanical Garden, the Old Pen. We get to go down, pass through Julia Davis Park, up to the train depot. People complain about that hill every year. And then go across Crescent Rim and finish in Ann Morrison Park. So we kind of give everybody a picture postcard of Boise, we like to say. And another highlight of our event is kids 12 and under are free with a paid adult. So very cost effective for many families. Every year we do a big June kickoff registration event. This year we had 9,274 people sign up in 24 hours. Not our highest, but it's pretty high. And the current registration as of yesterday was 10,941. And then we break it down from there. So we've got 2,800 in the half, 2,500 in the 5K, and 5,500 in the 5K. And then under kids right now, 12 and under, we have about 1,700, close to 1,800 people, or 1,800 kids, excuse me. New participants is about 35% of our demographic, or our population that are attending this year. So that's about 3,800. Our event takes over 750 volunteers throughout that week. And then we also have registrations currently from 36 states and 4 countries. So it's pretty cool. And packet pickup does start on Wednesday, September 17th and runs through Friday the 19th, not 9th. Sorry about that. Start line. So our start line happens at Cecil Andrus Park. I apologize, this is a really tiny map. But the footprint is the same as it's always been. We are kind of maneuvering how we put everybody into the corrals this year. We're going to use both sides for the half and for the 10 because our numbers are getting larger and larger. And last year took us a while to get everybody through one little tiny chute. So this year we're going to use both and be able to kind of maneuver them quickly is the plan. We'll see. But at this one, we do have a medical tent, volunteer and info, and we also have our shuttle drop off, which happens there on 6th Street. So this is this year's routes. The 5K is exactly the same as last year, as well as the 10. The half, we did do a little bit of a change, and I'll show that here on the next slide to help make sure we hit that 13.1 distance. And it kind of helped alleviate some of the back and forth we had with the 10K and the half last year on Martin. They both had to kind of intersect, and it was a little bit dicey at times. So we're going to do that. So here's where the extra mileage came in. And really, this is all Greenbelt portion right here. So the logistics of the half. So we start this one at 7:15. We used to go to Loggers under Loggers Bridge, but due to the closure last year, we maneuvered that around. There's the course map, which you can find on our website. We utilize Capital to Idaho, Warm Springs, and we merge onto the Greenbelt at Starview. Our traffic company for all 3 races is Specialty, and our half finisher estimated time is 8:26. So someone's really hauling. The roads will reopen at 11 a.m. and we did instigate this last year where we had a diverted cutoff time at 10:15 at Julia Davis Park. So instead of letting them go up onto Capitol, we diverted a few participants underneath Capitol Boulevard through the Greenbelt and then to Ann Morrison Park. We only had a few last year. Some were very happy to be diverted at that time. So we're going to put this in place again as well. So we make sure we can get the roads open at the appropriate time. The 10K will start at 7:30. It follows the half marathon course till Martin. We take them down to Martin and they hit the green belt, go past, and then exit Julia Davis Park by Capitol Boulevard. Estimated finisher time for that one is 8:01, and then the course map can be found on our website if you need further information. The 5K starts at 9:30. We have 2 waves this year. We've cut it down from 3 to 2. Last year, we saw a lot of people merging with the walk, jog, and the family. So we might as well just send them together this year. So we did do a lot of back and forth on this and what time would be the appropriate time. But we came down to 9:30 for the competitive. So we'll turn and burn that one, get everybody else ready to go, get my starters ready. And then about 9:37, maybe a little sooner, we'll see. We will get that second wave out and get that moving through. The Finish Festival is at Ann Morrison Park. Here's the layout on that. Very similar to the last few years, actually. One large tent. We have a stage for our DJ. So we have a big screen that shows everything on there. And then we do have a few food trucks, 3 food trucks. And then the rest is kind of there. Medical, we have an info and lost kids tent, and then shuttles and things like that. So medical partners, as you can imagine, we use our in-house partners to help us out with this event. We use Air St. Luke's and Magic Valley Paramedics along with our St. Luke's Sports Med. They are on course in medical tents, roaming as well. We have the 5 medical tents, a large presence at the finish, 6 mobile units, and 2 ambulances on hand at our event. Security, we've been working closely with our friends here and as well as our internal security team at St. Luke's to make sure we are taken care of. And we also use MAV security throughout that week for overnight security at all those locations. As stated earlier, we do use shuttles. We use Durham Bus Company, and then we use our shuttle stop is at Boise Town Square, which is a good central location for a lot of those coming from the other direction. And about half the participants do utilize this, which helps with the traffic downtown and parking and all that stuff. Trash and recycling, we use our lovely folks here, and then we use our St. Luke's Green team this year. So they're going to oversee this program for us at the Finish Festival, making sure we're doing things correctly. The Finish Festival, we have a DJ this year, a local DJ. And then we have the Albertsons Food Tent, which is donations that we receive from the community. And it's all prepackaged. Nobody's handling food that way. 3 food trucks, and then all of our sponsors have tents to distribute the tchotchkes and things like that they like to do. And then notifying the community. We have learned over the years, as you may all know, we've taken major steps to make sure that the community is well aware of our event since our footprint is so large. So we make sure we are a good steward within the community with all of our business partners, neighbors, things like that. So we use our sponsors, KTVB and Idaho Press, to really saturate that information, as well as Town Square. We do direct email notifications to groups or HOAs within our footprint, as well as through social posts as well with those groups. We do direct contact with businesses. So our lovely poster distributor not only distributes the posters, but she interacts with somebody who works within that business. They get that top picture right there with the QR code, talking about how we might affect their business that morning in a good way most of the time. But there is direct information. They can scan that QR code and get all the information they need. They know how to get a hold of us that way. So we're making sure we have all that covered. And we also do door hangers delivered to our neighbors on Warm Springs Avenue from Broadway all the way past the golf course. So it's actually our marketing team that walks down the street and does that for us. But we make sure that they are well aware. So not only did they get a direct mailer, but they have this on their door as well. And that's that picture on the right-hand side, that's QR code 2. This is our mailer. We do a full color, fold out giant mailer. You can't miss it. It goes to about 16,000 homes, businesses in the area. We kind of probably go past what we need to, but I want to make sure that everyone is well aware if they're coming into downtown that morning, be patient or find a different route. So we make sure this, not only do they get the print out of the map, there's a QR code, all the information, maybe even volunteer or how to cheer people on, that sort of thing. So we make sure that those will all hit their mailboxes, and that hits September 13th through the 16th. So right before, they can't miss it, those kinds of things. And that is it for me.
Fantastic. Thank you, Alyssa. Thanks. It's almost like you've been doing it for as long as Carl.
Close. Sometimes I feel like it.
Tanya.
Hi, Alyssa. Great presentation. I'm just pending review of your traffic control plan. I did have one question. You mentioned the race start time and the reopen of roads time. What time does everything get activated? What time do roads get closed?
That usually comes down to my PD friends. I mean, we start to close things down. Warm Springs gets closed. I'm trying to remember, but it's fairly early. But really, they are the ones that give the final.
That'll be up to Kyle when he works it. I mean,
Yeah, it's usually between 0400 and 500. So 0400, everybody kind of does the gathering and then starts to start pulling material. And by 5, we usually get back together for that quick brief to see what's left of needing to be pulled. But Warm Springs is that first portion to go.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
And then I'm missing your COI. I
Oh,
looked
I can get it for
through
you.
the City of Boise files, and so if you could send that over, that'd
Can
be
do.
really helpful. Other than that, we're good. Thank you.
Okay.
Ed.
Cool. There we go. Sorry, my video's slow to start. Hi, thanks, Alyssa, very much for your presentation. Are you borrowing trash boxes or recycling containers?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Okay. So and you'll work with Conrad or have been working with Conrad?
Yep.
Okay. Very good. And yeah, I'll just send you an email. I would just like to know the green team's main point of contact. I just have a few questions just to kind of double check things. But other than that, good luck. Have another great event. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Alyssa.
Hi.
Hey, yeah, just on the boxes, just a reminder to come out to my office and
Yep.
get those. Yeah.
Okay. I'll let you know when they'll be picking those up. All that.
That'd be perfect.
Okay.
Thank
Perfect.
you.
Yep.
One more thing. The dumpster going to the Albertsons parking lot.
Yes.
Do you have an agreement in place with them?
Yes, I do. Yep.
If I could get a copy or just written permission, something like
Yeah,
that,
sounds
that'd be
good.
great.
Okay. Perfect.
Thank you.
Alyssa, we have everything that we need from you on parking. We're set. Thank you.
Thank you.
A great presentation. We have all your paperwork. I'm going to send you an email right now. Just please send us the list of the 3 food trucks that are going to be there.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Good morning. We have your COI, so we're all set.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Alyssa. Good morning. Thanks for a great presentation. Your notification plan is always so stellar. So I hope everybody in our community really looks up to you. I'll just need that neighborhood notification paperwork just for the parts of the route that are within that downtown core.
Okay.
So as your team goes and distributes the perfect flyers, if you can even just use that as a checklist and then send it back to me before your event.
Sounds
that'd
good.
be perfect.
Okay.
Thanks, Alyssa.
Morning, Alyssa. Nothing to add at this point. I know we have our walkthrough kind of scheduled with our team, and yeah, I'll get an answer for you on the depot water confirmation as we get a little closer, but we should be all set.
Okay. Thanks, Joy.
Hey, Alyssa, it's Heather. Thank you for that feedback on communicating the accommodation for the food trucks. For the people that might need that assistance. But otherwise, we're good.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Camia.
Good morning. Thank you for having such a robust medical plan. It is so appreciated. I don't have any other questions.
Alyssa, your fire permit is in and I have everything I need. Thank you.
Chief.
No, we're good to go, Alyssa. Thanks for working with us in that security meeting. Good luck.
Thanks.
we're all set and staffed. Thank you.
Alyssa, as always, incredible job. Thank you. Have everything we need. And we have that upcoming meeting and then we'll have a full EOC supporting this event. So looking forward to it. Thanks.
Yes, thank you for everything. We're all set. If you need anything, let me know.
Okay. Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Alyssa.
Thank you.
All right, next up, 2025 Open Streets Boise. Jillian, Devin, welcome up. And Kelly, I'm going to swap you.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, is this on? Should I start? I think we have a PowerPoint. Okay. I hope so. I have it in front of me too. I can just. There we go. Awesome. Okay, good morning. My name is Jillian. This is Devin. We're just gonna roll through our plan for Open Streets Boise. There we go. We're with the Boise Bicycle Project. This event is going to be on September 28th from noon to 5 p.m. This is our second year doing this event, but as is the nature of this event, it sort of rotates through neighborhoods. So it's almost as if we're planning this again for the first time up on Ustick Road. This year, it's going to be about 0.8 miles between Mountain View Drive and Acre Lane on Ustick. Attendees should be flipped. We think we'll have around 5,000 attendees, probably around 1,500 on site at any given time. We don't really anticipate any peak hours of attendance. We don't have like a main stage artist, maybe around 12:30, that first rush of people, but it should be pretty steady all day long. Open Streets Boise, this is, again, I think we shared last year, this is a global project, a global movement, and we're really excited to join this concept and bring it to Boise. We're hosting this with support from the city of Boise, and we've been working closely with the Energize program in the Office of Community Engagement. So our goal is to transform neighborhood streets into car-free spaces so people can walk and bike and roll and really feel what a street could feel like if it's safe and open and not just prioritizing cars. So we'll have local food. Our hope is to highlight the local businesses along the route, as well as invite other local businesses to join and community groups. We'll have entertainment, performances, all sorts of fun stuff. So this is kind of the general overview of the layout. You can kind of see how we'll lay out like our motorbike zones, some of those closures. Our route this year, fortunately, is a little less complicated. We don't have a soft closure. And we have kind of increased a lot of our flagging support and things with the help of BPD. Okay, I'm going to move on. So last year we had 5 hubs of activity. This year we've sort of consolidated into 3 hubs just to keep things a little more simple. Each hub will have, sorry, I keep flipping back and forth. We'll have trash and recycling, of course. We'll have ADA portable toilets, regular or just, standard portable toilets, and then hand wash stations. They will also have between 1 and 5 food vendors, and then we'll have community vendors and potentially some entertainment. So our central hub is, of course, our busiest area of activity. We have been working with the businesses in this area to get approvals to use parking lots and things like that. We'll have community booths along the street. Of course, it's open street, so the goal is to have as much of the activity in the street as we can. And then we'll have 2 fenced beer gardens. Officer Coles, I know you're going to have questions for me, and I'm going to answer them. Our main beer garden will be in that private lot. We have approval. I've already shared that with Conrad for the owner of that lot. That's also where we'll have our dumpsters, and the majority of like our food vendors will be there. We're working with Lost Grove again, and we'll fence off that beer garden. Right on Alamo Road is kind of dead center of the event and where we plan to really put like our information tent, our resident information tent, have our flagging station, EMS, lost child station, all of that will kind of be very centrally located. And then of course, we're working with the do-it-yourself doggy detailing business as our second beer garden location. This is the West Hub, I'm calling it. And again, this will have a lot of community booths. We've been working with Global Lounge to program some performances, and we'll have some food there as well. We've also been partnering with the YMCA. They'll be hosting their Welcoming Week event in Mountain View Park. So they've submitted their park reservation, and I am managing like the food vendors. I just sent that list. They'll have Goodness Land and Amino's serving food. They actually provide food vouchers for folks that are attending. So those two that you can see at the entrance of the park will be will accept food vouchers for free meals. And then the other food vendors are just selling food. And as you can see, we have bathrooms there as well. And then this is our East Hub. This goes to Mountain View Road. That's where that closure begins. And bathrooms. This is kind of a lighter hub, I would say. This is sort of the large event map. We'll have even bigger maps printed this year along the route for folks, and then QR codes so that people can really easily find where they need to go. Here's the schedule of events. We'll begin sort of staging all of that road closure equipment around 7 a.m. And then at 8, that road closure begins. This year, we will have certified flaggers on site and BPD first thing in the morning to really make sure that that route is secure for anyone loading in. And then the majority of like our flagging support and BPD support show up at about 11:30 to do a briefing and then kind of get into place. The event itself is from 12 to 5. We'll have some amplified sound and alcohol served during that time. And then loadout will begin at 5. We're hoping, to have that road reopen by 9 o'clock. I would imagine it will be earlier than that. Okay. Our security plan this year, we've increased the number of flaggers quite a bit. We'll have the same number of kind of event support from MAV in terms of like ID checking and security patrolling the event. But where we've increased our flaggers, we've been asked to have 14 flaggers on site this year. The React and MAV breakdown might change. We just heard from React, they have 10 certified flaggers for us. So we may do 10 React flaggers and 4 MAV certified flaggers, as well as certified flaggers from MAV in the morning. We are also going to be providing some additional BBP volunteer support, just folks that can help run errands, that can secure like, I don't know, parking lots, anything like that, that the certified flaggers need during the day. And then those certified flaggers will be assisting BPD with our escort plan for any folks that are living along the route that potentially need to be moved off. And then BPD is also providing 7 officers. We'll be working with them with some patrol cars on either end, and then also having those barricades at each end of the event to really make sure that that route is safe and secure. And then we have motor officers patrolling a quarter mile section of the route to again help with those escorts and things like that. We're working with Republic Services this year. We're doing something a little bit different. Instead of a 20-yard dumpster, we're going to do 2 8-yard dumpsters and 1 8-yard recycling dumpster. We didn't use hardly any of the 20-yard dumpster last year, and I just want them to fit into parking spots. And that will go in that lot. Like I said, we also use a green team of our BBP volunteers that will be, you guessed it, on bikes with trailers, picking up trash from hubs and bringing them to that main hub to place in the dumpsters. I've increased the number of trash and recycling cans for each hub this year. We'll just have 3 in each hub and then 3 in each beer garden so that we really collect any trash that's generated. I was really boldly saying that I was going to submit my alcohol permit for one of our beer gardens on Monday, but then I got a sick toddler, so that'll be submitted today. And so our alcohol provider, again, is Lost Grove. We'll have MAP on site at each of those beer gardens, IDing folks, putting wristbands on them, and then additional MAP security kind of roaming the event. We're having staffing provided by Lost Grove, and then we're also providing some BBP volunteers that are TIP certified. So it'll be similar to past years that we've done that. and those beer gardens will be fenced. I'm going to send you an email about fencing. I just have questions about that. Accessibility. This event is held all on paved surface, so we're a very accessible event. We'll in addition to that have those 2 ADA accessible restroom units in each of the 3 bathroom stations, and then we're just going to ensure that all the sidewalks and entries to parking lots are not blocked by tents or anything like that. There is parking available at the library at Cole and Ustick, and then Mountain View Park does have parking available on the in the school parking lot, but primarily parking is going to be kind of street parking. Our medical plan this year, we're working with MAV. They now have their own medical team, so they'll be providing an ALS unit, paramedic, and an EMT along with an ambulance. We also will have some first aid and CPR certified volunteers helping to patrol the event, have Band-Aids and water and all sorts of those kinds of things. And that first aid tent will be staffed by MAV and on that corner, like I said, of Ustick and Alamo. Our emergency plan is similar to last year, using that Pulse Point app, our pivot plan, notifying, our hub leads. We actually are increasing the number of hub leads so that we have just plenty of manpower to help in any sort of emergency. We'll provide all of that emergency information to all of our vendors ahead of time so that they're aware. And then we use both Slack and radios to communicate as a team during the event. Our neighborhood notification plan is very thorough and is increased from last year, but I learned some great things from Alyssa as well that maybe we'll implement. So we've already been in touch with all the businesses along Ustick to make sure that they know how this event will impact their business that day. This week, at the end of this week, a postcard will be mailed to all the residents of Winstead Park neighborhood and a segment of the West Bench neighborhood with just information about the event, road closures, detours, things like that. The city of Boise is really graciously going to be mailing a postcard on September 9th with an invitation to a neighborhood meeting that we're going to host on September 18th. On September 13th, we'll do some door knocking with about 30 volunteers to 173 households that will be directly impacted by the event and the closures. On September 18th, we're going to host that neighborhood meeting at the library from 6 to 8. And that'll be us, the Energized Department, Nicole, Winstead Park Neighborhood Association, and the Boise Police Department to answer any questions they may have. And then we'll have that resident support table to assist residents on the day of the event and let them know where they can move their cars. We'll have an information tent. Like I said, this will be where we have our lost child tent. Porta Pros is providing our portable toilets again. We have limited off-street parking or parking lots available. We're really encouraging folks to join our bike buses in order to safely get to the event without riding cars. Yeah, these are permits that have been submitted. I sent over yesterday to CDH our vendor list. And then, like I said, I got to get our alcohol permit, but I still have a couple weeks, I think. Okay, we can just roll through these I know a lot of you have already seen these things. Do we have any questions? Sorry, I feel like I'm very verbose. They're kind of the general. Okay. Any questions?
Thank you guys. Second year event, but also first year space. So you have the bittersweetness of that, but you guys did great pivoting and even with your change in organizers and stuff. So thank you for being so thorough. Thank you for taking care of everything. And we're all learning a little bit more every year with the uniqueness of this event and changing it around the city. So appreciate all your due diligence.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Great presentation. Thank you. I have everything I need. I'm just pending traffic control plan review. You had mentioned in your presentation, you're closing the roads at 8 a.m., but your flaggers aren't starting till 11:30. That might be something that you need to look at. Go ahead.
Sorry, we have flaggers. We'll have BPD 2 vehicles on either end starting at 8:30, and then flaggers as well.
Okay.
On either end.
Okay, thank you.
Well, sorry. Yeah, that's the stupid camera. It takes forever. Yes, thank you for the presentation. I just have some quick questions, if you don't mind. On your application, you listed Conrad as the waste management point of contact. Would that be you? as the point
Sorry,
of
yeah,
contact?
that's
No,
me.
no
I
worries.
think probably I meant we're working with for public
Yeah.
services on our trash.
No worries. I didn't know if I needed to tell Conrad he was actually working the event or not. I didn't know if he knew or not. So
That's definitely me. I
no,
apologize.
no worries. No, thank you. And then can you just briefly describe how will a bag of trash and recycling get to the dumpsters?
Yeah, so we have a green team of volunteers that are going to be sort of stationed at each of those recycling stations, I guess. And then we'll have folks on bikes with trailers that will go through, collect bags of trash, bring them to the main hub and put them in the dumpsters.
Perfect.
Remove them from
Perfect.
the bags, right? Yeah, and put them in the dumpsters.
Yeah, because you are getting a recycling dumpster, correct?
A recycling dumpster and 2 trash dumpsters. And
Okay.
then we're going to rent again the 15 of each.
Yeah. From okay, perfect. Yeah, I would just I can reach out to you, but I would just make sure that all of the folks transporting those, what I'm nervous is that the recycled dumpster is just going to be filled with trash. And then at that point, it honestly should just go as trash. So if you need any resources or help, I'd be happy to, whatever I can do just so those volunteers can, I don't know if they want to separate stuff or just make sure that it's just not straight trash going into the recycling dumpster.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. Yeah, I believe the plan is to sort of do a training with those volunteers so that they can let members of the public know as they're disposing of their items where they should go, to hopefully avoid that. But that's good to be mindful of.
No worries. No, thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it and have a great event. I will email you later.
Okay, thanks.
Hi, Jillian.
Hi, how are
Hey,
you?
it's been great working with you over the summer.
Yeah, you too.
Now to Ed, I wasn't planning on working this event, but if you have a bicycle with a trailer that I can swing around.
Sure,
pick up,
you're hired.
that sounds pretty cool. For the recycle on that part, it's okay to collect the recycling in a bag, but the volunteers need to empty the contents loose into the recycling dumpster and then take the trash bag and throw it in the trash or your recycle bag that you collect stuff in. That needs to go in the trash. So just empty the recycled contents loose. And let Ed or I know if you have any questions about that.
Okay, thank you.
Just a reminder, those 15 cans and 15 boxes to come see me and get those picked up. So
I'll come with a bigger truck last year.
yeah.
I underestimated how much space I need to transport all those. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Just a couple of quick questions. So are Amina's in Goodness Land, would you say that they're doing some form of traditional catering at your event?
Yeah, so they're going to be sort of catering, and I believe that they're contracted through the YMCA, and so they'll pay for all the food, and then folks will have vouchers to.
Gotcha. And do you know how complex their operation might be? Is it just prepackaged meals or a buffet line?
I think it'll be a buffet, just kind of warming plates, and they're just bringing tents and tables, no food truck or anything like that.
Okay, we can follow up with them to get more information. The other question I
asked
had.
Christy to send me some more information so I can follow with you.
Okay, excellent. The other question was, an individual has reached out to us. They would like to make homemade ice cream.
Yes,
You're familiar with it.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. They emailed me yesterday and said, I haven't heard back, so I'm just going to assume it's a no. I had suggested, I think what maybe you had suggested, maybe just not serving the ice cream that's being made in the pedal powered bike and just maybe giving a voucher to get ice cream from the Dippin' Dot place or something like that. So I can work with them.
Okay, we are still evaluating it,
Mm-hmm.
but if you just want to make it super simple, just have them agree not to actually serve the ice cream to the public.
Yeah.
But if they insist on it, we will need some more time and more information from them.
Okay. I'll let them know if they're really adamant about that they can just work directly with you, but that in the meantime they can come and they can use the pedal powered ice cream maker, but not serve any of it.
Understood. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, good morning.
Hi.
I was wondering, do you know if you will be doing the painting on the streets this year?
I
On the
don't believe
asphalt?
that that's the plan. I think that was just last year they had
Okay,
already
perfect.
identified an area. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. We have your COI, so we're good to go.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning. Neighborhood notification plan looks great. No further action is needed from you guys for DBA. You're all set.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Morning.
I think I would volunteer to be media if we can put Conrad on a trash buggy. So if we can make that happen, that'd be great. No, I've been working with Kersey to activate Mountain View Park, so continue to work with her for the final details, but looking forward to y'all's event. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think I have everything from you. Maybe I'll just follow up offline about the accessible parking
Okay.
and all the situations. I know we have some improvements maybe at that library.
Okay.
I don't know if they'll be starting then, so
Okay,
it
that's
might
good to know.
impact if you're messaging that there's accessible parking there.
Okay, that's
So I'll
really good
just
to know.
follow up.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Camille.
Good morning. If you can just have that contract from Mav sent over to us so we can take a look at it.
Yep.
And then one other app that I would recommend that you and your volunteers put on your phones, it's called What 3 Words. You can also pre-plan with that because the words never change. So it gives us a area within 10 feet of where someone might be if they need help. And our dispatchers use that as well. So we use that all the time with other events. It's very helpful, especially when the footprint is a little bit bigger.
Okay, I just made a note of that. Thank you.
Thank you, Jillian. Great presentation. I
Thank
see
you.
that you have your fire permit submitted, so thank you for that. I would like to have one more short conversation about stages, tents,
Mhm.
fencing, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'll contact you
Okay.
in a couple days for that.
Sounds
And then I just want to reiterate, you guys already know this, I just want to reiterate the importance of maintaining a nice, open, wide emergency lane through the entire event the whole time.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
that's all I have. Thanks.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mention to you, but you probably want to know, we are not contracting with Event Rent for any of their sort of large scale tents like we've had in the past. Anything will just be sort of a pop-up 10 by 10.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Thank
I can.
BC Dutman.
Hey, yeah, your medical plan looks pretty good. If you could send that over, there's a few things I'd like to see that I couldn't quite tell if you'll have a golf cart available or some kind of roving equipment available for MAV.
Mhm.
And my concerns about the event haven't changed. It does cut back on our response times down to Garden City. So you guys are well aware of that. I think we've demonstrated that. But in your neighborhood meeting, if you could include us. And then I don't know if in your neighborhood invites, if you included the Garden City folks as well, because they'll probably face the greatest impact from this event should something happen down there where we need to respond. But that's all I have. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi, Jillian. Yeah, great job this year on the permit. Just maybe a week in advance is all I need. So if you want to do it sooner, that's fine. But
Okay,
that's
yeah, I
really
just
the-
want to have everyone
Totally.
want some signed stuff this year, so I avoid last year's.
Totally. Yeah, we're well aware of it. So that's fine. We'll get it to you. Secondarily on the barricades, feel free to reach out. It sounds like Jesse might have some questions too on those. So maybe just do both of us on the email if you have questions about how that looks.
Okay.
And then on your tips volunteers, just so you are aware, we do have a class on the 9th of September that is free. So if there's anybody that needs the certification, it alleviates the cost of it. So you won't have to pay the online fees to do that. You can just send them to the class for free of charge. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I can send you the flyer.
Yeah, I'll definitely reach out to you about that.
Other than that, I don't have any questions. It looks great. So I'll work with Mike on anything else from Lost Grove if there's anything else we need. But I think we're good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It looks like we're all good. Appreciate all the planning you two have put into it. We're set for the ride as well. Yeah, we'll be in plenty of contact before, but we're all ready. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Hello, nice to see you. I know this has been a lot of moving parts, so kudos to you guys for putting this all together. And just for Cameo and for BC Detman, your medical plan was submitted. MAP put it as part of their invoice with their security, so we do have it.
Okay.
So don't worry about that. I'll make sure they get a copy of that.
Okay, awesome.
All that information is in, so we'll just kind of wait for the finalized approval for the traffic control plan, and we should be good to go. And I do have the invite for that neighborhood meeting, so I will work with fire to get somebody there. If those questions do come up and those concerns are voiced by the community, we can answer them for you.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Well, you guys did great. You have a few things to solidify in the next couple of weeks. We look forward to hearing from you and for a successful event.
Yeah, thank you all so much. Appreciate.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll transition over to our last event for today, the 2025 YMCA Harrison Classic Kids Run. Good morning, Griffin.
Morning. How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
Good. Good to see everyone.
Okay, we'll do just a second. We'll get your presentation up here for you.
No worries.
Did you enjoy your summer?
I did. Yeah, it was nice to have a little bit of downtime. But now you're going to see a lot more of me. So back to busy. But yeah, we're excited. It's the 40th anniversary Harrison Classic. So we've been going strong for 40 years. Nothing much has changed at all from last year. So I'll move through this pretty quick. We're expecting between 1,115 to 1,200 kids under the age of 14 to be running. The one major change is we're going back to Sunday. We did Saturday last year. It has for the other 39 years been on Sunday. So we are returning to Sunday between 3 and 5 p.m. on Harrison. Yeah, so we are partnering again with Boise Rock School for them to bring out one of their kids bands to play at the finish line. All of those kids are going to be getting a medal, a t-shirt, and a healthy snack at the end of the race there. Just a fun fact about this, I ran this race growing up as a kid, and it's exciting to be putting it on. But yeah, so we'll have our vendors, our snacks from Blue Sky Bagels. We will have Gatorade, Kona Shaved Ice, and then the Rusty Dog hot dogs are our two food truck vendors there. And then Blue Cross of Idaho is our title sponsor for this year. They're activating in a pretty large way at the finish fair, which is super exciting. They have a Sprinter van that puts backgrounds on the side of it for pictures. And we're excited to have that out there. So the start line is at Good Street and we end at Macaulay Park, same as last year. Our staging area is on Good and 17th. So runners will be brought out onto Harrison, one age group at a time to the starting line. We'll work closely with BPD, BME, the Christian Motorcycle Group, and React on course to help control those impacted intersections. And we have volunteers at every single one of the cross streets so that if for whatever reason a car does get through one of the barricades, there is a person there. So yeah, we're starting at 3 p.m. We'll be closing off all of the north and southbound traffic on Harrison at 2:45. So we'll leave that open for as long as physically possible. Cross traffic will be allowed to go during the event on Hill Road. We'll have 2 Boise police officers and 4 BME officers up there to assist with that. We also have React and volunteers all over. So we have 7 waves of kids every 5 minutes. And then for the main impact is just that Harrison Boulevard. We'll try and open that as soon as possible. Last year, we were able to get that open right around 4:30. So really only about an hour, hour and a half of closure time there. Those side streets, we will leave closed a little bit longer just so that we make sure all the kids are off, Harrison reopens, and then we'll move to open those side streets. I'm currently working with our traffic control company to get a new set of TCPs because it's kind of been reused several times. But so we're just waiting on those right now, Tanya. But they will look the same. So here's a couple pictures of what those have looked like in the past. And this was the amendment from last year to close Good Street and then also to keep Macaulay Park and the surrounding area closed. So Macaulay Park, and then I think that's Rescue and 17th and Hayes right there. Those will be the only roads that remain closed for an extended portion of time. We'll probably close those roads around 1 o'clock, reopening around 6 at the absolute latest, just so we can set up that finish fair area. And then once Harrison's open, we like to keep all the kids in the park, just for everyone's safety. So this is our drop-off plan on the left. We have 2 ways that people can come in and drop their kids off if they are not physically bringing them to the start line. This worked out really, really well for us last year. So cars can either come off of Hill or up 17th, drop their kid off, and we'll have about 20 volunteers moving those kids to their age group. We have different color bibs that signify their age group. So when they get out of the car and they have their bib on, we automatically know what their age is. And we're able to put them in that correct area. We've noticed a lot of parents in this time are more willing to come out and drop their kid off. I know when I was a kid, it was get out of the car and we'll see you at the bottom. Parents aren't like that anymore, which is actually kind of helpful for us because it helps with that control. And then for our neighborhood notification, we're going to go door to door on Harrison, just like we do every year. We're going to knock on those doors and give out those flyers and postcards. We'll also be sending postcards to pretty much the entirety of the North End, kind of as a twofold, as a marketing and as a notification that it is happening. We'll have signs up on Harrison Boulevard itself, probably 2 to 3 weeks out, just in the median on Hill Road. And then at the beginning, we also use Nextdoor to notify our neighbors. We've also gotten in with Peach Jar, which is one of those systems that schools use for notifications. So we're having notifications sent out for Boise, West Ada, Nampa, and Caldwell, just kind of blasting information out there so people that do know about it. We have our own trash boxes and recycling. I think on the permit or the application, I may have asked for 3-yard dumpsters. I don't think in the past we've used dumpsters. We usually have just taken our trash back to the Y. We're fine to do that. That also will save on some cost with the permitting for having it on the street. So we'll just go ahead and take care of that trash ourselves. And then we'll have portable restrooms at the bottom, 6 standard, 1 ADA, and then at the top we have 1 standard, 1 ADA. Those will be dropped off day of and picked up day of as well. So that park will go in around 10 o'clock, and by 6 or 7 p.m. we'll be out of there and there'll be no sight of it. I'm working really close to make sure that all of our traffic control items get off the road on Monday at the very latest. It's kind of like this never-ending loop of trying to get people to take their stuff back. But yeah, so that's it. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have, but pretty similar to last year.
Awesome. Thanks, Griffin. I like the new logo, or I guess the updated logo. So
yeah, so that was designed by a 11-year-old kid. We put out this big like call for kids to design the logo, and that was our winning logo. It was designed by an
awesome
11-year-old member.
Yeah. Well, thank you for all the tidbits and trivia. And we'll go ahead and start with Tanya.
Hi, Griffin. Great presentation. This is kind of a rinse and repeat from last year. I'll just wait on that traffic control plan. Who are you guys using?
Roadwork Ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did talk about
Yeah.
that.
And they said they'd give it to me on Monday, and no, it's not.
It's Wednesday. It's okay.
It's okay.
We still have some time. I literally just got your application through the city of Boise, so I'll process that and request payment. And do I have an annual COI from you guys?
I get a new COI for every event.
Right.
I put it in the application.
The one in the files says city of Boise as I'll relook at it. We might be there as additionally insured, but
oh
yeah.
Okay. I can get whatever you need for it.
Thanks, Griffin.
Yep.
Oh, and Conrad doesn't need anything
Okay.
because you are not getting a dumpster. So
perfect.
I skipped over you, Ed. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's okay. I appreciate it. No, yeah, I don't have much either. Just want to make sure that who's ever responsible for getting those bags of trash and recycling, put them in the correct dumpster. And then like Conrad mentioned in the previous event, like all those liners are to be thrown in the trash.
Yeah, that'll be me.
Okay.
So.
Oh, okay.
I'll make sure it happens.
Okay, thanks, sweet.
We're a nonprofit. We don't have a ton of staff.
Awesome. Yeah. Hey, thanks a lot, Griffin. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for the presentation, Griffin. In the event that you guys are hosting any food vendors, then just like the St. Patrick's Day run, please submit the notification of event and the list of food vendors.
Okay. Yep.
And as in previous years, it's my understanding very limited. So
Yeah, I mean, I think we are having Kona ice. We have them at all of our events, just the shaved ice. Do you need that for them as well, or is it only if they use grease? Or is that only for fire that makes a difference? So just I'll submit that.
yeah, and and a vendor like Kona Ice would be good to go. So thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, good morning. We have your COI, so you're all good.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi, Griffin, you're all set with DBA.
Awesome.
Morning, Griffin. Good to
Morning.
see you again.
Good to see you.
It seems like it's been a while. And glad to see you survive that crazy 3-week stretch in May and June.
I
So,
know.
Yeah. So for this event, you're all set, and yeah, we'll touch base along the way. So thanks.
Perfect. Thanks.
Good morning. There's nothing for me for accessibility. It all looks good.
Great.
And go ahead, Camille.
We're all set with your medical. I think Acute sent us the information over for all of the events.
Yeah. We have that year long with them. So if anything changes with that, I'll always submit it with the application.
Perfect. Thank you, Griffin.
Griffin, I think we're all set too. You just have a couple pop-ups and a bounce house. Just make sure they're all adequately weighted down, and I think we'll be good to go.
Perfect.
Thanks.
BC Detman. He might have left his windows down too. Go ahead, Phyllis.
Morning, Griffin.
Morning. How are you?
Not too bad. Hey, we will get you a labor agreement, but we'll be all set. It always works pretty smooth. I appreciate everything you do. Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hi, Griffin. Always wonderful to see you. Great job as always. We have everything we need. We'll just wait on that final traffic control plan. And yeah, if you need anything else, let us know. Best of luck.
Oh, okay. BC Detman.
No, we are all good to go. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. I see a lot of City of Boise certificates of insurance, but I did not find Ada counties. So if you could check on that for us.
Yeah. I
And then-
always just do one for the park. Yeah. Okay. Regardless, if you need it, I can get a new annual too. I have that. So.
Okay. And then I can run the notification of event for Central District Health and get that over too. So it
Yeah.
might have just been something in the application that didn't trigger it. So you don't have to
It
fill that out.
does go through Acela, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Ideally.
Yeah.
When it's worth.
Yeah. Thank you, Tanya. All right. Thanks, Griffin. Great to see you.
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you back in a couple weeks. All right. Well, I don't have anything else on the agenda for today. Does anyone else have comments, questions, concerns? Otherwise, we're all ready for September. Ready or not, it's coming. So thank you, everyone. Have a great day.